What's up? So, I just interviewed Mitch Alexander, who is like an incredible human being. He was a sheriff of Shoshone County for fucking years. And, he's been in shootings and he's almost died. And he has like incredible stories. But I'm going to tell my story and what brought me here today. Because I can help a lot of people, especially like drug addicts, alcoholics. Like, yeah, I struggled with that shit for a really long time. And I'm just going to tell you who I am and my story. So, my first memory that I have is I go downstairs in this old house that we lived in, and I open the door and I see my father holding my mom by her throat. And my mother looks at me and she said, "Call 911." So I run up the stairs and I was so young. I didn't even know what 911 meant. And I tell my sister what my mom just said. And she starts screaming, "No, they're going to take daddy to jail." And it was like, welcome to the world, motherfucker. So my father was like, he didn't beat me, he didn't beat my sister, but I just remember like he left when I was 3 years old, so I never really knew my father. And he would get drunk, he would like pick up our dog and fucking throw her against the wall. Like, I remember that. So I mean, at like 5 years old, he had already been gone for a couple years. And he would call me and he would be like, "Son, like, I am coming to get you. Like, pack your bag. I'll be there in the morning." And I'm sitting there and I'm looking out the window like this, waiting for my father. And he would never fucking, like, he never showed up. And it fucking broke me. Like, a 5-year-old, my son is 5. Like, I would never do that to him. Like, how could a father do that to his son? Like, how could you do that? So that led me to, dude, I mistreated people and I was so mean and I was angry for so long. Like, unhealthy relationships. Like, oh, it was terrible. It fucking sucked. And it hurt. And like, the men that I did have in my life when I was young were like super racist and not like incredible men who should be like influencing children, you know? I would watch fucking dog fights and duct taping dogs' mouths shut and putting like the duct tape so they couldn't breathe. And I'd seen a lot of fucked up shit as a kid. And it fucking, like, I was so, like, emotionally, I would just like, I was really mean to people and I was really angry. And I would just go down to the bars and I would get in fights. And like, one point in time, I was kicked out of every fucking bar in Coeur d'Alene. it was, it's sad. But like, and it led me, like, I'm an alcoholic, dude. I've been off booze for almost 2 years. And what, like, the defining moment that fucking changed everything for me. Like, I remember this. And it was that moment when you're like, nobody is fucking coming to save me. Like, I have to save myself. And they say every man has two lives, and his second life begins when he realizes he only has one. I had fucking lost everything. I had to move back in with my fucking mom, and that sucked. And I got drunk the night before, of course. I mean, I would drink every fucking night. Like, it was a fucking problem. And I woke up and I was like, this is what I have to, like, look forward to. Like, this fucking sucks. Like, my life fucking sucks right now. And I drove to the lake, Coeur d'Alene Lake, and the fucking snow was like up to my shins. And I just fucking walked straight through the snow. I walked right into the fucking lake. And I laid down in the water. And I dunked my head under the water. And I said, forgive me, Father. Forgive me. And like shortly after that, March 31st, 2024, it was Easter that year. Like, I went to church. I hadn't been in years. And like, I don't know what happened. Like, that was the day I quit drinking. And it was like a fucking light switch went off. And I haven't had a drink since that day. It'll be 2 years on March 31st, 2026. And so I got off booze. And I'm like, okay, that's good. Right? Like, my life got better immediately after I got off booze. And then I was still struggling. Like, I was on Kratom for 7 years. And people are like, oh, that's a miracle, like, drug. No, it's not. Like, it's a fucking opiate. So when I got to Mexico, because I went to do Ibogaine, because Ibogaine would get you off of opiates. And I go down to Mexico. They had me on 80 milligrams of Oxy and 100 milligrams of morphine to keep me out of withdrawals from Kratom. Like, it is a fucking opiate. I told a guy when I called to, like, see if I could go do Ibogaine at a different facility. I'm not going to say his name, but he told me, he goes, dude, you'd be better off just doing heroin. Like, I was taking so much of it. So I go down to Mexico, I do Ibogaine, and I had a terrible fucking trip for like 7 hours. And it was so important that it happened that way because I didn't fucking feel sorry for myself. I wasn't sitting there bitching about it. It was like, I fucking deserve it. Like, I put myself in this situation. I have nobody to blame but me. And if this fixes me, I will fucking happily sit here another 24 hours and have a bad trip. And right in that moment, I watched a little man get out of me. Then he walked down the bed right in front of me and out the door. And I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, whoa, like, I'm fucking tripping super fucking hard at this point. But it was like a victim. He was like hunched over, like, poor me. Poor me. Like, I don't fucking think so. I had put myself in that situation. Like, it was nobody's fault but fucking mine. And it was time to fucking answer for it. And I believe, and I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback from this, and that's fine. Like, this is just what I believe, that Ibogaine is straight from God Himself. And I, there's no other way to describe it. Like when you translate, because Ibogaine is from Africa, so when you translate what the Africans call Ibogaine into English, it's called eating God. And I completely agree with them. God's literally sitting there saying, because it'll get people off heroin with no withdrawals or like really minor withdrawals. It'll give people their lives back. So it's God, I feel, sitting there saying, okay, so you got addicted to opiates. I will heal you, but you're probably going to have a bad trip for 24 hours. What do you want to do? For me, it was like, I'll just sit through the bad trip because I want to be healed. And I had a bad trip for like 7 hours. I don't know exactly how long it was, but it was a long fucking time. And it turned out like ended up being like the most beautiful experience of my life. And I really found God from doing Ibogaine. And like I have a whole video I made that's like 30 minutes long just talking about my Ibogaine experience. And I put it on YouTube. So once I left there, like the Ibogaine had healed me. It had healed these wounds from my father. Like I didn't need anything anymore. Like I was healed. So I come home. I have withdrawals for like a month. Not bad. Like I was cold for a month. Fucking worth it, dude. Like I got off that shit. Fuck yeah. Like so fucking worth it. Like I'll be cold for a month to get off this shit. So I get off that, and then I'm like, fuck, like I need another mountain. Like I gotta do something. So then I find skydiving, and it's fucking incredible. Like, what a fucking rush. You have to overcome fear and the anxiety, and it's beautiful. Like, it's incredible. I've done 7 jumps now. I've done 1 tandem, 6 solos, and dude, I was so proud of myself. Like, I felt so free. You know, like I'm not letting these fears just hold me down. And so many people are so afraid of like judgment from others. And dude, that fucking held me in place for a long fucking time. But then I went and did fucking ayahuasca. So I go down to the jungle of Peru and I go do ayahuasca, and I was lucky. Like the people you meet down there, they're fucking incredible. They're like so kind and just understanding. Because people go down there and they're going through a lot of shit and they need to heal. Like, luckily for me, you know, I did most of my healing. The Ibogaine, I think the Ibogaine did like 85%. And then the ayahuasca, like, fucking pushed it over the edge. Like, I feel fucking incredible. And my parting gift, because the ayahuasca is the divine, like, feminine energy, which I would always say, thank you, Father, thank you, Father. And I was on ayahuasca. I was having a great time. I was laughing. I'm like, thank you, Father, thank you, Father. And I look at my hand, and she had given me nails like a woman. And I said, thank you, Mother. And the nails went away. It was like so incredible and beautiful. Like I'm gonna go back, I think, this summer and go spend some time with the creator down in the jungle. Like it's so powerful. It was incredible. That's all I can say about it. And like my parting gift. Oh, I made 2 videos about my ayahuasca experience on my YouTube. And when I was leaving, it was like the ayahuasca took, like, I don't fucking care what people think about me anymore. And that was so powerful. It was like, thank you so much. Like, if somebody doesn't like what I'm doing, like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm gonna do me and I'm gonna do what I want to do. And I'm doing some fucking incredible things. Like, I got something coming up in a couple weeks and I'm so excited for. Like, life is fucking incredible, dude. Like, once I got through, like, I had a lot of healing to do and it took a lot of work. And dude, I'm so fucking excited about the future. So that is who I am. I'm sure I forgot a lot of shit, but here I am. And I'm so proud to be here. Have a blessed evening.